And our correspondent Bethany Bell has been reporting out of the affected regions in Valencia and told us how local residents were coming out in force to help.
Fields are inundated. Mud caked on roads, pavements and buildings. Overturned cars litter the streets. Shops, homes and businesses have been devastated. This was the moment when the first wave of floodwaters hit the town of Paiporta on Tuesday night. Dozens of people were killed there. There's a strong sense of shock and anger.
There are people injured. There are still people trapped, and we have to try to rescue them. The emergency services are helping, but we want to go and help too, because many hands are needed. Ambulances are finding it very difficult to get in, because they're trapped by the traffic jams.
Volunteers are out in force, battling the mud with brooms and spades. Others are helping at food distribution centres, handing out nappies, water and milk. Many people here are worried for their family and friends. One local mayor warned that many of the upturned vehicles on the streets could have people trapped inside them. Bethany Bell, BBC News, Valencia.
And as we've been hearing, tens of thousands of volunteers have been involved in the search for victims and clearing up those affected areas. There's been anger also directed at the local authorities over the poor preparation and response to the disaster. Let's hear from Bethany once again. She's been speaking to a volunteer.
All morning volunteers have been arriving to help with the clean-up efforts in the district of La Torre in Valencia, which was very, very badly hit. And one of them is Martina, who goes to the school just near here. Martina, why did you want to come here today?
Because I have many friends that have been affected by the Dana, especially one of my best friends. She lives nearby and she lives in a cottage. So everything has been flooded and everything in her house is damaged. She had to be rescued by the firefighters and the police because she couldn't get out. Everything was with mud, so she might be affected by the bacteria and viruses. So,
what has she been telling you?
She has been telling me that she's so worried, and she has been crying because she won't be able to live in her house, and she has been translated to another house because she cannot live there.
How do you feel today when you think about the situation here in Valencia?
I'm devastated because the neighborhoods cannot survive without our help. There's no food supplies, there's no water, and the army isn't helping because the politician situation is so bad. We have no resources. Everything we have is thanks to the volunteers that are helping, and we are begging our politicians to send more help, more firefighters, more police and the army.